operator program turned out to be a lot more than I expected it to. We're coming to the culmination of our 12 months. We're 10 months in now. A couple of exercises left. What I did find going in, I expected to obviously have training once a month. What you get though is to be with like-minded people, people who think the same as you, people who are there for the same reasons as you are. I don't need to tell anybody living in South Africa what it's like, day-to-day challenges, things that families face. Any father, any husband needs to look after his people. In order to do that, you need to keep your senses sharp. You need to continuously train. Training is not something that can happen at once off and never again and you've got all the skills. What Lone Operator does is it gives you a means to do that. Lone Operator also gives you a reason to want to do more. Yes, fine to pitch up once a month and to do whatever it is we're covering on that session is fantastic and it's fun, but it gives you a reason to go home and further better yourself. Fitness, eating correctly, just sort of getting your life back to where you need to be. Through the Lone Operator program, I've met some fantastic individuals. Some less fantastic, some more fantastic. But it really is a lot more than I ever expected it would be.
Okay, so do you think you've benefited from the training so far?
I will definitely say yes. What I've also realized from the training is how important it is and that I need to do more training to get even better.
Most absolutely. I've learnt an incredible amount of weapon handling and skills that I've never dreamed possible before.
I would say I've benefited extremely because, yes, you carry a gun, you go to the range and shoot your target, but you don't work on your mindset. You don't work on tactics. And I would say that's what this course has taught me the most, is how to get your mindset ready on what to do and how to perform.
Yes, definitely I have benefited. It's a great course. It's dynamic. It's not just a static shooting range course.
Dion, I think the biggest benefit is that apart from you as a person learning something new and a new skill and actually pointing out errors that you have, you benefited from that. Your partner is able to back you up, or you're able to back your partner up, and you know how they're going to behave. You have the same approach, you have the same basic principles against which you work. So if there's an incident in your house or around your house, you're going to know how to react to it. And I think it would put us, specifically in South Africa, with the crime and the violent crime that we have, you've got an enormous benefit to know that someone has got your back, and someone that's capable has got your back, not someone that's just got a firearm lying in the cupboard or has been on the range once or twice. And that, I think, it's an enormous benefit.
Excellent. And do you think there's a progression in the program?
Very much so. From where I started to where I'm now, progressed quite a lot, and also started learning about all the different type of gear and how they work. Definitely benefited me and gave me the confidence to do even more.
Yeah, it builds off a significant focus on fundamentals and builds up to where I feel comfortable, rather focusing on many different scenarios to help me as a civilian.
And obviously, who is your first responder in your house is your wife. And in this case, she came along.
For me, it's been a tremendous wake-up call to realize what my own limitations are. And where I always thought that I would be able to, for instance, help my husband or pull him away out of danger if it has been shot, I realize now that without the skills that I learned here, that I would have never been able to save or even pull him out of danger, even if after he was shot or even killed perhaps. So for me, just that awareness and what I need to work on to be able to be a competent partner in South Africa in the situations that we have to face each day.
What do you think of the instructors on this course?
Interesting. Really, the good demeanor. They're really knowledgeable, and they just know what they're talking about because they have real world experience. And I think that's a nice thing about this. It's not just somebody that's trying something. It's real live people that went through all of this and they're sharing their knowledge. So 100% from my side.
Absolutely world class. Real world scenarios, real world engagement and addressing the needs of sort of where we are in South Africa. So spot on. couldn't get better.
The instructors are really professional. I've benefited in a way where at the shooting range you just go and you do your shoot and that's it. This here throws a little bit more adrenaline, fatigue and whatnot, and it puts things into perspective, especially in home defense and the reality of defending you or being in a defensive situation.
If there was a rating for this course, yes, it will be 10 out of 10. But people should really invest in this if they decide to own a firearm. You can't just own a firearm and say, okay, now I'm safe because I carry one or I've got one in the safe. You need to know how to use it and how to use it properly, especially in stressful situations. And that's what this course teaches you and puts you through, is use your firearm and use it wisely.
And do you want to say something?
It's very nice to see how to do this.
Great stuff. Guys, thank you. Thanks.